Good morning, collective. How are you? I got my Rider-Waite deck here. I just thought I'd pull a few cards, see what's going on. Can you talk to me about what's coming or who's coming toward the collective? Okay. Someone's really in their emotions about how maybe they have been careless. It feels like they want to bridge the gap. They want to move. They want to feel like they have many things that they would want to communicate to you if they could. But, you know, they may have a relationship that they hid from you, or that they feel like they owe. So this will be for a specific collective, won't be for everyone. But losing the connection with you has them definitely in their feelings. Maybe they're in their feelings about not being able to offer you a relationship, or not offering you a relationship. But there's definitely, it's like when they let go, or they didn't really consider what they were saying or what they were doing. Which almost communicates that maybe they had a lack of understanding of you, understanding of what you needed, of your emotional presence in their life. And then we have, it's like they want to communicate all of this. To see like if something new is possible. They know they spilled something special. They spilled, you can't put the milk back into the carton. What is it? What is the saying? You can't put the milk in the carton. Spilled milk, something about spilled milk. But here it's like a delicious wine. It's passionate. You're a passionate person. You're rare. They grieve that they can't have it all. And I get that they would really like for you to communicate with them. Can you tell me more about the Five of Cups, please? More about the Five of Cups. Oh yeah, Six of Pentacles. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. I don't know, sometimes I look at someone who's like head of a charity, but it's also somebody who likes to be at who likes to be the giver. They like to be, we have earth energy here, water energy here. They like to be, it's like they tried to control a situation, control the balance of a situation. They were trying to keep things equal, but it ended up not working out for them. I think maybe it gave you the vibe that it gave you, maybe the ick or the vibe that you could sense that they were measuring out. I don't know. So maybe you wanted more, or I don't know. We'll find out more about you in this, but this is just intuitively what I'm getting is you saw them as like treating you one of many and maybe holding you at a distance, holding themselves up as being the giver, the one with the power. And clearly it wasn't sustainable emotionally. It may have emotionally let me look at this. You know, they may have tried to keep things in balance because of another connection. But they wanted to keep you connected too, so they gave you little bits and pieces, but it ended up just tipping the whole thing over. Like, you may have felt like it may have made you feel really unimportant and insignificant. And emotionally, you wanted to disconnect from that. Tell me about the Eight of Wands here, please. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands, and Star at the bottom. It's interesting because I see this little star up here. It's interesting to see the cards kind of, if I'm scrying them, to see the two here. And then we have the star here in the middle, and then the three here. Yeah, they were trying to keep a lot in place. They wanted to keep you, giving them emotion, giving them interest, even though they had something else going on. And maybe they had communicated that in some way, or you could sense it. You ended up, moving away. You ended up feeling like it just didn't emotionally feel good. And it's like they want to send something after you. They don't, it's like they sense a little bit of urgency to explain themselves. Because there's this energy here where it almost made you feel like, how do I explain this? I don't know, it's almost this energy like you're saying, well, if you have to fight everyone off with a stick, including me, I can just make that easy for you, and go on my way. Like, I'm not looking to sit here and beg. I'm not looking to cause any problems, because it seemed as if it was a friendship. It was a friendship with the Three of Cups here that got spilled. Now, this person may have had more emotion than they knew what to do with, or like their maturity in balancing things out wasn't great. It's interesting because we have the Star in the World here. It's like for this person, you are kind of everything. You're a healer. You're beautiful. And you may be at a distance from this person, which makes it very easy for you to continue to main yourself. It makes it easy for you to move on. And it's like, you're like, look, like I know that I'm this. I know that I'm this. I know that I'm quite a catch. And so like, I'm going to let you figure this one out. Like, I think it became something emotionally that you couldn't figure out. You couldn't understand it. And so you left it alone. And it's like, now this person wants to straighten everything out. It's interesting. It's kind of humbled this person, your ability to say like, hey, I'm okay. They want to communicate. And maybe just kind of admit the difficulty they have. I feel like in some ways you took this person's ego maybe down a notch or two, because, the ego, I see some ego in this card. And I think they maybe thought that you were this, begging for attention. But really, like, they've begun to realize, like, oh no, this person was so much more. And I push them away, or continuously push them away. And you did what any self-respecting person would do. Anybody in this energy would find the breadcrumbs of this person unattractive. So they want to straighten things out. They see you as a very healing, important, beautiful person in their life. What do they want? I mean, it looks like they have desire for you. What do they want overall? Oh, wow. The Lovers. Partnership. To come closer, to be brought closer to you. They feel like this relationship is like divinely guided across the galaxies, across the wherever you all are at. You might be separated by distance. They feel like the universe brought you together. What do you want? What is the call? Let's gather these cards up. What do you want? What is the? Oh wow! Look at this hair, guys. This is my morning hair. This is what we're doing. This is how it's going. Okay. What does the collective? What does the collective want right now? What do you guys want? Okay. Tell me more about what the collective wants. You want to be in a loving partnership that respects your autonomy and your beauty. Queen of Wands and the Sun. You want attraction. You feel and sense a large attraction to someone. But you want someone to make an emotional attempt. You want someone to attempt to tell me more about this Page of Cups. This is all very light energy. It's all very tell me about the Page of Cups. You want an emotional gesture. I think you would prefer it to be, yeah, you don't want to have to be figuring out someone's emotions. You'll remain single until something feels right, until something feels good. You're highly attractive right now. You're highly playful. You're highly attractive. You're highly beautiful. And you want to stay in your lane. And then look what came out. Look what we have. You have a lot of people in their feelings. Oh boy. It's interesting. You want to keep doing what you're doing. Which is shining brightly, being beautiful, being single. People can't tell if you have somebody who's like, or multiple people, but let's just say that this is one person. Okay, let's just pretend this is all one person. They want to bring you a mature love, but they also want to tell you off. They're also upset with you. They're also going to be stubborn and wait for you to come toward them. Now, if this is three separate energies, wow. And it's totally possible. You have one that wants to bring in the love that you deserve. And if it's, I kind of get that it's this person in the King of Cups that wants to bring in, that wants to communicate it with the Eight of Wands, that love. And then we have the King of Swords here. This is like somebody who just wants to be sure they're not going to get walked all over. This is somebody who wants to have their boundaries. King of Cups, King of Swords. They want to make sure that they can maintain their sense of identity. So they want to still feel like they can be their own person. And then at times, and then there's someone else here. I don't know. But I sense that this is maybe the same person. There's someone here that wants to wait for you to come to them. It's kind of a strategic power move. Now, because this is the Emperor and Queen of Wands is here, it could be an elevated version of you, of like, you know, I'm very comfortable where I'm at. I'll be waiting for a long time because I'm very happy. But I do sense that this King of Cups could be torn because you're very powerful energy with the star in the world. You're very powerful. And so they might feel like, well, if I communicate all of these things, these 8 things that I want to straighten out with them, they have a lot of power and like I love them, but I also need to still feel like I can be my own person. And then there's a part of them that's like, would they ever come back around to me? But with the star in the world, you've learned, and with these cards on the table for you, you've learned how to do battle by yourself. You've learned how to do life by yourself. And nothing has really touched the surface for you in terms of like this, you're tired of things. You want more emotional depth. We have the Page of Cups here. I think you would like you're fine with emotional interactions. You're fine with connections, but you'll wait it out. in some ways, I think you are this emperor energy here. Like you're like, I want to wait for the, like, I'm the star in the world. I want to know that your emotions are for me, that you're for me, and that I'm not, like, when you treat me like I'm one of many, or if someone's approach is very much in their ego, even friendship wise, you kind of just feel like, yeah, with the Three of Swords here, when the Three of Cups spilled out, there could have been, and like, them, like, breadcrumbing you and others. Like, you're not doing that anymore. You don't want that. You also don't want surface. You're the freaking Queen of Wands. You're the star. You're the world. And you're doing single okay. You know you have a depth. You know the depth of what you deserve. And whoever that's a burden for is not the one for you. You know, and it's not in I'm not getting a huge egotistical thing here. It's just like, I have an understanding of my worth thing. And that's really beautiful. Okay. Okay, you made it through. You made it through this read. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to drink this cup of coffee. I'm trying to learn how to make coffee at home, but I'm not very good at it. I love you. Thanks for being here. Take what resonates, leave the rest.